Welcome to Modern Hackers. Please subscribe and do not forget to like the video if you have enjoyed. Welcome, folks. The today episode is the part 1 build of the Tamiya Porsche 911 GT3 RS edition. You can get this new Tamiya Porsche kit from Model Zona webshop. You can find in the video description the link. During this Tamiya build you need to clean the panel lines. It was not thick enough, especially the fuel intake point. Had to give extra focus on that with a pencil, contour the line, and after it was easier with some tools to tighten the panel lines. You need to be careful not to hurt the body. If you hurt the body, you will need to sand out the scratches. As you remember, in the unboxing video we had some interesting molding challenges. You need to smooth out these molding challenges, otherwise will be visible when you put the color on. You need to go through carefully on the body with 1000 grit sponge is enough. Special areas you can find special challenges in the backside of the car. I found this, also had to sand out this. You should not oversand, you should not damage any curves or lines of the body. You can use any rotary tools, but don't overuse, otherwise it's get out the material. There are some elements which should be part of the main body shell, but in this kit not part of that. So you need to attach these left and right side of the front body elements next to the wheel. You have to attach before the priming, otherwise it will be very visible if you just attach after the priming. Don't forget this step. If you attach it, you need to also make panel lines for these new elements. And you will realize there are some space between, so you need to hide this space if not fitting 100%. How I usually make that, prepare every part, not just the body, also the small elements to be ready for priming and painting. And I prime together everything. So I'm reviewing what needs to be attached for a better painting. I used the Mr. Robbie Mr. Color 1500 surfacer. This is a plastic kit, so you can go ahead with this. Before use better to mix. I applied with airbrush, 0.5 nozzle airbrush. I apply primer for each part. It's helping to put visible the problems, the surface challenges. Still before painting, you have the chance to figure out anything is wrong. And also at the same time it's helping also to stick the paint, the real paint, to the surface better. So this is the dual purpose. The white one is more difficult to prime it, but the gray primer is good for paint equally. Also the white ones, also the black ones. And let's start with the body. You should not overspray. Go on each side with roughly 2-3 layers. That's the goal. And you need to wait while one layer a bit cured. So just apply the next layer when it's not shining back, when it's actually flat. Wait a few minutes while it's get flat, and after apply again. You don't need to put on hold the paint, so the whole process can be within a 15 minutes, 20 minutes paint process. You can apply all layers on it. Just don't overspray, because just collecting the dust and overrunning this the paint. For the base plates, interiors is enough. You just give 1 or 2 layer maximum. You don't need to give more layers. It's more forgiving, and it won't get so much pressure, and you will work with roughly probably flat paint, which sticking easier, not like the body. Door panels, spoilers. You need to go through all details. I don't show in the video all details, just some examples how I priming them. The message that you have to prime everything to have a expected constant good result. If you forget some elements to prime, not an issue, but you will need to deal with it. Then you need to put more paint on those elements that you forget to prime, to cover. Primer also helping to cover equally, especially if you paint a light color. You can't paint directly to a dark background. That is why the gray primer is helping. The wheels also needs to be primed. You can put a bit more primer on the wheel. It will be visible if it has an issue. After the priming, some sanding is required. Where do you feel not optimal? And we are ready for the painting. I selected 12T orange pearl color back in many years ago, 1987, a classic Porsche color. It's a 2-component paint, starting with a red base and put on the top a kind of sparkling golden finish. Will give a unique look and feel of this car. Applied with airbrush, 0.5 nozzle airbrush. It's a bigger airbrush, you can find in the video description if you're interested in. it's applying the paint in a moonlight shape for a bigger coverage at the same time. Like the automotive high pressure paints, it's similar one, just in a smaller edition. Due to the fact that this is a light orange layer 1 paint, you have to go in multiple layers and rounds. 2-3 layers are not enough. You need to go, if you are go with thin layers, then you need to go 4-5 thin layers minimum to get to the level where this color is. Also the spoilers with the same method, because if you attach the spoilers, should not be different color or different color code. You need to be careful to apply the same level of layers to these spoiler extensions. And we are ready for the second component coat of this 12T orange pearl color. This is a brownish goldenish sparkling layer. It's very light opacity and it has a high opacity. You have to thin down properly, not to cause any issues, not to have any orange peel. So you can see it's very light. So opacity point of view. This will turn the base orange to a special sparkling pearl one. The paint getting to a stage where shining differently under sunlight, under room light. It's getting a kind of color between orange, between brown, between gold, sparkling. Here you go. I hope you enjoyed the part 1 episode. If you like the video, hit to the like button. See you soon on other episodes. Thank you. Thank you for watching Modern Hackers. Please do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you have enjoyed.